Donald Trump, in an amazing interview with Fox News, kept spilling the beans on himself, okay, admitting things he should not admit. Now, in an earlier interview with NBC, he got himself in a lot of trouble a while back now when he told Lester Holt that he fired James Comey because he was doing the Russia investigation. Why would you admit that? Look, there's a reason why I call him stupid. It's frustrating that people don't acknowledge the most obvious things in the world. The guy's a pathological liar, and he's incredibly stupid. And they're like, no, but maybe he's doing a strategy, and the strategy is pretending to be stupid and doing stupid things over and over again, and then later maybe it leads to somewhere. No, it doesn't lead anywhere. He's a moron. So he did it again. He's talking about Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions is the Attorney General for the United States of America. He's not Donald Trump's personal lawyer. He's supposed to represent justice. The Justice Department reports into him. Jeff Sessions recused himself from the Russia investigation because he was involved in it. He lied to Congress during his confirmation hearings about having meetings with the Russians. He said he didn't when he did. The bare minimum he could do is recuse himself from that case. But Donald Trump, it drives him crazy. Now, if you were a smart, crooked person, you would say, oh no, I have other issues with Jeff. No, the fact that he didn't protect me personally, well, the Attorney General's not supposed to do that. No, I was worried that he missed a comma there and he didn't apply my policy correctly there. You're supposed to be sophisticated. You're supposed to know how to actually get to the same result while not accidentally admitting that you're in the middle of a cover-up. But he can't do it, he can't do it. So here he is attacking Sessions and the Justice Department over and over again. Let's start with this first clip.
Will you fire him? Will you fire Sessions?
Well, I'll tell you what. As I've said, I wanted to stay uninvolved. But when everybody sees what's going on in the Justice Department, I always put justice now with quotes, it's a very, very sad day. Jeff Sessions recused himself, which he shouldn't have done, or he should have told me.
Okay, for the 100th time, he shouldn't have recused himself. Why? So if the investigation is impartial, why would you care about Sessions recusing himself? You would only care if you didn't want it to be impartial, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna admit that it's all about loyalty anyway. He's unbelievable. You're not supposed to say that. He's so stupid. How can you not say it? All right, so, and I call it it's your Justice Department. You're the president. It's the Justice Department that reports into you. You hired Sessions and Rod Rosenstein and the head of the FBI. And then when they actually do their jobs and they're like, thank you for hiring me, but it looks like you might be guilty. Or look, we're gonna need to do an investigation. Look, they all got hired by him. They probably want to clear him, but they got to do their job. They got to do the investigation. And he's like, oh, you're doing your job. I thought you weren't going to do your job. I thought you were going to be loyal to me. All right, so here he is again, attacking.
The Dems are very strong in the Justice Department. I put an Attorney General that never took control of the Justice Department, Jeff Sessions, never took control of the Justice Department. And it's a sort of an incredible thing.
Yeah, it is an incredible thing that you're claiming that the Democrats run the Justice Department when they're all Republicans. They're all appointed by you. You appointed them. They're really right-wing Republicans. Sessions is, Rosenstein's a Republican, Mueller's a Republican. Okay, they're all Republicans. The head of the FBI today is a Republican. It's run by the Democrats. It's a really sad thing. So now Sessions had to respond because he says you're not even in control of your own department. So Sessions says this, God, antagonizing the Attorney General if you want him to be on your side. Another brilliant strategy by Donald Trump. So Sessions says, I took control of the Department of Justice the day I was sworn in, which is why we had an unprecedented success at effectuating the president's agenda, one that protects the safety and security and rights of the American people, reduces violent crime, enforces our immigration laws, promotes economic growth, and advances religious liberty. So, look, I read that to you, one, because he's saying, look, I took control of it. What do you mean it's not under control? It's under control and we're trying to enforce the laws. The second reason I read that first part to you is Sessions is massively right-wing. He was one of the most right-wing senators. I can't stand that he's the Attorney General. Sessions would joke around about how much he liked the Klan. You can say he was joking, but those are the kind of jokes that Sessions makes. To paint Sessions as pro-Democrat beyond preposterous. But the second part of the statement is more important. Here's what Sessions said. While I am Attorney General, the actions of the Department of Justice will not be improperly influenced by political considerations. I demand the highest standards, and where they are not met, I take action. However, no nation has more talented, more dedicated group of law enforcement investigators and prosecutors than the United States. I am proud to serve with them and proud of the work we have done in successfully advancing the rule of law. Tick, 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 tick. So this idiot of idiots, Donald Trump, is going around antagonizing the Attorney General, which the Justice Department reports into. What do you think Sessions is going to do? He's going to stay in the role. He's going to continue to recuse himself because it would be preposterous to do otherwise. And he's certainly going to say, by all means, continue the investigation into the guy who nonstop attacks me and probably gives Jeff Sessions the worst insult of his life by calling him aligned with Democrats, right? He's like, me, a Democrat? Do you know what I think about the Klan? Okay, so he's like, no, we got it, brother, but I got some great prosecutors and we're gonna do the rule of law and we're gonna see where it goes. Why would you antagonize that guy? He's so stupid. All right, I'm not done. Okay, now, how about the idea that I've been saying that he gave Sessions the job because of loyalty? Well, let's ask Donald Trump.
By the way, he was on the campaign. You know, the only reason I gave him the job because I felt loyalty. He was an original supporter. He was on the campaign. He knows there was no collusion.
The only reason I gave him the job was loyalty. The only reason. Why would you say that? You're basically saying, I expected loyalty from this guy, but he won't cover up for my rule breaking. The Attorney General is not supposed to be, quote unquote, loyal to the president, especially if there's a criminal investigation of him. That's an outrageous request. It's a request a criminal would do to cover up a story. But it's so outrageous because only the world's dumbest criminal would admit it on national television. Believe it or not, he's still not done talking. If I was his lawyer, I would have tackled him in the middle of the interview. Okay, watch.
Even my enemies say that Jeff Sessions should have told you that he was going to recuse himself and then you wouldn't have put him in. He took the job and then he said, I'm going to recuse myself. I said, what kind of a man is this?
What kind of a man is this? The Attorney General works for the United States of America and the citizens of that country. Takes an oath of loyalty, not to the president, not to the person, but to the United States Constitution. And their job is to enforce the law. And if they have a conflict of interest, which Jeff Sessions clearly does, they are supposed to recuse themselves. They are not supposed to take charge of the investigation and end the investigation because the president is actually a criminal and did it. That is not their job. The fact that he doesn't understand that and admits it on national television is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I know that as a country, we've gotten used to what a liar he is, what a criminal he is, and how stupid he is, but not enough, not enough. Some people still think that he's a smart businessman. The guy went bankrupt 6 times. All he ever got was daddy's money, and he's been a serial bungler ever since. But when you bungle at this level, and you do it on national television with incredibly serious crimes you might have committed, and you talk about how people should protect you and stop investigations, legitimate investigations of you, well, you might have bungled your way into really, really serious trouble. Look, he's the president. They'll probably cut him a deal to just get him the hell out of there. He should go to prison for all the laws that he's broken. I don't know if he ever will, because at some point somebody's going to make a deal with this guy. But the fact that he wanted to obstruct justice and admits it on TV for the whole world to see is the most obvious thing in the world. 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.